first aspect I'm going to show you is a favorite of mine. It's pre-med Shadow Step Garrote combo. This is basically your bread and butter versus casters and warriors. You'll have 4 combo points after doing one offensive move to a guy, which you can immediately follow with a kidney. Now we'll move into helpful macros. This next macro is very helpful in the arena. This macro will have you shadow step your focus target. If you don't have a focus target, it'll just shadow step your current target. This is really helpful because if you see another player casting something you don't want, or you just want to switch real fast, you don't have to take the time to target him and shadow step. It just automatically does it. Alright, this next macro is a kick with a modifier macro. Basically, it will kick your current target, but if you hold down shift and then the macro, it'll kick your focus target. And it's really, really helpful because you don't have to switch targets at all, and it's really quick. And now you can put the last 2 you learned together to shadow step and kick your focus target without ever switching your current target, which I think is really cool. This last macro I'm going to show you is basically like the other ones. It will blind your focus target, and if you don't have a focus target, it'll blind your regular target. And this one's really helpful if somebody's casting something, or if you just want to CC something without having to switch targets. And you can also watch your focus target so you can get a vanish and sap off. But right here I didn't know that you can't sap the target dummies. Now let me just tell you one thing. You will not always own with this spec, and you will not always own with any rogue spec for that matter, because here I'll show you a clip. See this Death Knight? He's clearly in all blues. He's got blue shoulders, he's got a blue axe, whatever that is, and he gets me to 50% before I could even basically do anything. So I have evasion up and cloak of shadows, and he took me down to 50%. And that's just really unacceptable. I have 600 resilience and 21,000 health. And so, in a matter of maybe 6 or 7 seconds, he took me down by 50%. And that's a blue geared Death Knight. Rogues are very squishy. And Blizzard has admitted this, so there's no need to argue about that at all. If you ever see any rogue complaining about their survivability, they're 100% right. I don't think rogues should have all the control they have right now. I don't think they should be able to sap and blind one after another, and then cheap shot and kidney shot all on separate diminishing returns. But I really don't think that classes should be able to dominate like that, especially if they're immune to stuns, because a rogue can't do anything at that point. It gets even worse versus red paladins. But I'll leave it at that, and stay tuned for part 2. That will be the dueling part, and I'll show you how to beat each class using the Subtlety spec. Some classes require a little bit more cooldown use than the others, so stay tuned.